Good morning. Welcome to the export plan of Johnny Doodle to the United Kingdom. This project is made by Sari, Levi, Hope, and Julia. The company. Johnny Doodle is a chocolate brand of the candy store, previously known as Weber Chocolate. Weber Chocolate was founded in 1912 in the Netherlands. Since the last family member of the Weber family decided to enjoy his pension, the company changed its name to modernize and professionalize the organization. This so the organization can respond to demands and wishes in the market. The candy store has their own production company called the Chocolate Factory. They are producing chocolate products with a private label for different retailers. The Fudge Company embraced a true and independent spirit that is communicated clearly on all their packaging, encouraging people to be as bright and unblemished as Johnny. Johnny Doodle focuses on consumers that like to eat fair chocolate and fudge, not just any chocolate or fudge, but with a twist. The twist can be found in the variety of products of the company that the company offers. Marketing mix product. For different fudge bars, 9 different chocolate bars, vegetarian, gluten-free and halal. Brand identity, retro megaphone stands for Johnny's way to speak up. Addresses daily issues through packaging. Price. Prices between $1.59 and $2.99. 10 cents per product goes to cacao farmers. Place. Johnny Doodle is based in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. The products are being sold in Dutch supermarkets and Johnny Doodle's own website. Promotion. Active on social media platforms Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Pinterest, and behind the scenes.
For this part of the presentation, we're gonna talk about the country we chose. First off, we're gonna do the pre-filter. Inside the pre-filter, we had answered a couple of questions. And for example, we chose how big is the population, what is the GDP, what is the level of prosperity, what are the import costs, and how business friendly is the country. Based on these questions and the attractiveness of the country, we could eliminate a couple of countries. And these countries are Suriname, Argentina, Brazil, India, and South Africa. Continuing from the pre-filter to the raw filter. In the raw filter, we have 15 remaining foreign markets to invest, and on these 15 markets we must choose the most attractive ones. Based on the following criteria we will do this. First off, the transport cost. This is one of the major criteria to choose a country. Next to this, we have 4 other criteria: import restrictions, political environment, risk of calamities, and chocolate consumption. And based on all these 5 criteria, we have 3 countries left, from which we can choose. It's the United Kingdom, Canada, and Iceland. And from these 3 countries, we will choose the best. Based on the 3 countries which are very attractive for Johnny Doodle to export, these 3 countries are United Kingdom, Canada, and Iceland. We chose the best country, which is the United Kingdom. Why we chose the United Kingdom will be easier for us to explain. According to the MABA, in this MABA we had several criteria depending on what is the market attractiveness and what is the business attractiveness. For example, within the market attractiveness, we looked at the market size, if they had potential to grow, what are the competition, and what's the brand sensitivity. For business attractiveness, to get a good view of the market, we talked about brand positioning, distribution options, and image. And all these fact criteria will explain why the United Kingdom is very attractive for Johnny Doodle to export to. In the next slide we will talk about it, but first I would like to explain why we chose to do the United Kingdom, because we had an assignment to export outside the UK, outside Europe, and the reason why we chose the United Kingdom is because they had the Brexit, of course, and they are planning to leave on March 29th in 2019. And since we have more time to invest about why we want to go to the United Kingdom and how we gonna do that, we'll need more time. And March in 2019 will give us enough time to prepare it in the right way. To clarify why we chose the United Kingdom, we will use a MABA analysis, and in this MABA analysis we will put the two other options, which are Canada and Iceland. And if you look at the chart, you will see that both the market attractiveness as the business attractiveness is the reason why the United Kingdom is on top, and this is the real easy choice for us to make. So this is why we chose the United Kingdom. And if you want to have more information about this, you could read the plan for more statistics about our 20 countries, the rough filter, the pre-filter, and why we chose the United Kingdom.
So I will be talking about the market entry risks. So after conducting a full external analysis with the filters and the MABA analysis, we've also done a micro-analysis researching the trends and developments regarding the United Kingdom, and we've also conducted a meso-analysis including the market entry risks. So there are four types of risks, which are operational risks, financial risks, and strategic and hazard risks. So there is no operational risk for Johnny Doodle in the United Kingdom because they are not establishing their product over there. Then financial risks. It's expensive for a company to export their product to another country, and then also the Brexit. So because it's expensive for a company to export their product to another country, this is the highest risk for Johnny Doodle. And to keep the shipping cost per unit low, it is necessary to ship multiple units each time, and to cover these shipping costs, the products of course need to be sold. So if the exported products are not sold, this will mean that Johnny Doodle will face some serious financial loss. Then the Brexit. Um, the second financial risk could be the economic uncertainty that's created by Brexit. It's expected that the Brexit will have an impact on sales of the chocolate confectionery market, and consumers could face some decline in their income levels, and the inflation will also rise. So this will also have a negative impact on Johnny Doodle's sales forecast. Then the sales strategic risks. Sorry, strategic risk. Currently in the United Kingdom can import from anywhere in Europe without tariffs. But with the Brexit already happening, countries that have deep trade ties to the United Kingdom are the most vulnerable to immediate economic impact when the UK will finally leave the EU. So amongst others, the Netherlands exports more than they import from the United Kingdom, and so it will have an impact on the Dutch economy, and therefore it is a strategic risk for Johnny Doodle. Then last but not least, the hazard risk. The threat of hazard risk in the United Kingdom is not higher than it is here in the Netherlands for Johnny Doodle. So employees could get sick or injured, but these risks are always present. And the UK is not prone to natural disasters. However, occasionally disasters happen, such as floodings, fires, weather emergencies, etc. These occasional disasters would not have an impact on Johnny Doodle's business. SWOT analysis. From all the research that we've done, we've drawn up a SWOT analysis which you can see on the slide. The strengths and weaknesses belong to the company, and the opportunities and threats are coming from the macro and meso analysis. So strengths. Beans are from Johnny Doodle's own cacao corporation in Ghana, and this enables the company to really know where their products are from. And then the candy store is over 100 years in the chocolate business. So the candy store is Johnny Doodle's mother company, and because of this 100 years in business, they have a lot of experience, which is really beneficial for Johnny Doodle's growth. Then there's plenty of room to expand the business through different channels other than supermarkets. And 10 cents of every bar that has been sold will go to the corporation. Weaknesses. The website gives little information about the brand and products. Also, the wrapping gives little information about the brand or products and other products, and not every product of Johnny Doodle is available in every supermarket. Then opportunities. Fair trade and direct trade becomes a desirable factor of a product. So consumers really feel that this is something they are looking positive towards, and by really using this on the products, it is something that will hopefully persuade consumers to buy the products of John Doodle. And despite the Brexit, the chocolate confectionery market is expected to grow with max 2%. So there's still some room to really grow. It's not a lot, but there's still, expected, like the forecast of growing of the confectionery market. Then threats is also the Brexit. There's so much uncertainty about this that we don't know what is going to happen with trade, with living circumstances. People are really feeling uncertain about, yeah, probably their whole life. So this is something that's really a threat also for Johnny Doodle because of the business side of the Brexit. Then the health and wellness trend, like even though this is a positive trend amongst like the population of the United Kingdom, this might not be such of a positive trend for Jenny Doodle since it's chocolate. However, they do have some um, products that are not really that bad, but it is chocolate and people really have a perception of chocolate as being an unhealthy snack. Then another threat is of course the strong United Kingdom competition, such as Mars and Mondelez, that owns the Cadbury brand. So from the SWOT analysis, we've also drawn up the confrontation matrix. If you want to see this, I would definitely suggest you would read our report. So from these two matrices, we have drawn up strategic options that are options which John Doodle can try to pursue. So option 0 is that John Doodle is not going to export to another country and does what they are already doing. They are now really focusing on product leadership and they are focusing on selling the best quality products in the Netherlands. Then option 1 is focusing on differentiation by connecting to the fair trade trade. So the company is really focusing on qualitative and honest products. By cooperating with farmers in Ghana and investing in them, Johnny Doodle is really a fair trade company. They can use this unique selling point against competitors, and when they want to sell their products in the United Kingdom, Johnny Doodle can position themselves as a fair trade company. Then option 2, creating brand awareness. The chocolate confectionery market in the United Kingdom is very big, and there are some strong competitors who already have more brand awareness compared to Johnny Doodle, of course. So since Johnny Doodle will be new in the United Kingdom, they are lagging behind competitors. So Johnny Doodle needs to find a solution to create its brand awareness. In the following part, Julia will elaborate on our advice for Johnny Doodle.
In the previous chapter, the different strategy options have been elaborated. For the company, we would advise option 0. This because Johnny Doodle still has a lot of growth forecast in the Netherlands. The brand awareness isn't that big yet and the products are not sold everywhere. The first 7 improvements made in the internal analysis point out that there is still room for a lot of improvements that can be made before exporting Johnny Doodle outside of the Netherlands or outside of the European Union. Option 0 means the company will be focusing on product leadership. Focusing on product leadership means that the focus is on product development and brand marketing. These factors are exactly what Johnny Doodle needs in order to become a household name like Tony Chocolonely. Despite the company not being ready for export yet, it would be a good idea to reassess the company's status after 3 years. The Brexit should be finished and rules and regulations regarding exporting to the UK should be clear. We would advise Johnny Doodle to do market research again whether the UK is a tangible option or perhaps they should first try to win over the rest of the European Union and take advantage of the favorable rules and regulations. In order to excel in the Dutch market, Johnny Doodle needs to make some adjustments in the way they are doing business and their products. The first one is to create more selling points. Johnny Doodle is currently being sold at select selling points. All of these selling points are supermarkets only. The second one is create small-sized products. In order to serve the impulse purchases, one thing Johnny Doodle should create is small-sized bars. These small-sized products can be put on the counters of stores and can be offered at the Albert Heijn to-go shops and at other on-to-go stores located at stations and airports. The third one is to set goals regarding the sales of multiple products at selling points. Selling points need to have at least 4 different bars of chocolate in their assortment in order to reach the long-term goal. When the assortment is wider, the chances are Johnny Doodle can reach a larger target group. The fourth one is to upgrade the wrapping of the products. Upgrading the wrapping of the products with more information about the products will attract consumers to buy the product when they have more positive knowledge about it. The fifth one is to improve website with more information about the products and the Ghana cooperation. Use storytelling about, for example, the growers that work for the Ghana cooperation in order to build the brand. When consumers know more about the product and the story behind the brand, it will create a positive brand experience. The sixth one is to improve the social media management. The posts that the company is currently uploading are the same on Facebook and Instagram. Therefore, there's no added value for the consumers to follow both channels since the content is exactly the same. The seventh and the last one is for Johnny Doodle to seem. Johnny Doodle seems to have multiple slogans at the moment, which are "Home is where the fudge is," "Chocolate is the answer no matter what the question is," and "Salty but it's fudgy." This could be perceived as confusing and therefore the company should choose one or change it that covers both products. To see how the new strategy can be done, we've made an implementation plan. At first, we will look at the export market entry. If Johnny Doodle will follow the advice, the company will not enter a new market right now. Therefore, the way of distribution will stay the same, which is a direct distribution. However, when a company decides in a couple years to export abroad, it is advisable to distribute indirectly. It is then also smart to enter the market with non-equity modes. This way, the company doesn't have to invest in facilities and doesn't have to start joint ventures with other competitors. In the Netherlands, the partners will stay the same as well, which is Pervasco BV located in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. They are a family company that is founded in 1992. They are also specialized in marketing and sales of confectionery. Their brands are Napoleon, Dr. Tom's, Enterflu and Lemco, but they are also representing Johnny Doodle. The distribution for the selling points where Johnny Doodle will distribute to will stay the same in the Netherlands. In new selling points, it is important to check if there are some similar already as existing selling points that Johnny Doodle can compare with. The trade partners will also stay the same, and that is the cacao cooperation in Ghana. This will not change if the company decides to export to other countries in the future. This is one of the unique selling points of the company and they shouldn't push that off. In our advice, we've made a marketing plan so we can see how Johnny Doodle is gonna make a household name in the Netherlands. At first, we will start with the 4 P's, but since 2 P's of product and price will stay the same for the Netherlands, we will only describe the place and promotion. At first, the place. Beside the current selling points, Johnny Doodle will be available in on-to-go locations such as airports, train and metro stations. For the promotions, we have 3 things. At first, the ambassadors. Johnny Doodle will start pursuing partnerships with vloggers who will post videos on YouTube and post on social media such as Instagram. Whenever the company launches a new product, they will send promotional material to their partners. The vloggers can make a video about that, and we will create brand awareness. The second one is sampling. Small sized bars will be handed out as samples at different busy train stations around 4 p.m. With this sample, passerbys will also receive a coupon with which they can receive 20% off their Johnny Doodle purchase. They can hand in the coupon at Rotterdam, Utrecht, and Amsterdam Central Station where the samples are handed out. The second one is advertising on the streets. Johnny Doodle will do some outdoor advertising like abris and advertise trams running through Amsterdam and Rotterdam. Outdoor advertising is a medium that provides advertising a stage in public place to create more brand awareness in a short period of time. After the 4 P's, we go on to the 4 C's. The first one is customer solution. This one is indulging in a fair trade unique chocolate bar. The next one is cost to consumer. The consumer knows that they are purchasing a chocolate bar that is sustainable and that the farmers have good working conditions. The third one is convenience. The products of Johnny Doodle will be available in all the known supermarkets and is available on places that they visit regularly when traveling to work or, for example, to university. The last one is communication. Consumers can interact with Johnny Doodle on low threshold social media channels and through their website. There will be more stories about the farmers on the wrapping, but also on the website and social media. Numbers of how the 10 cents that are donated to the Ghana Cacao Corporation are being spent in the corporation will be published and posted online. Besides that, Johnny Doodle will start partnerships with bloggers and vloggers that are from or living in Rotterdam, the hometown of the brand. They have been in a partnership with vlogger Bibi Breiman, and they should definitely send her the new products whenever they launch again. People like Bibi Breiman have many followers. Breiman has 181,000 followers on YouTube only. By partnering up with vloggers and bloggers, they can create more brand awareness. Because our advice for Johnny Doodle is to focus first on the Dutch market, we calculated some marketing costs. Johnny Doodle is already doing marketing in the Netherlands, so the costs we calculated are additional marketing costs because we don't have an insight in the existing marketing costs for Johnny Doodle. In the sheet you can see a summarized cost tag for the additional marketing cost. At first we have the ABRI. This will come to a price of 53,804 euros. This includes 250 abris in Amsterdam and Rotterdam for 1 week. The second one is tram advertising. This includes 4 weeks in Amsterdam and Rotterdam. Both cities have one tram running through the city. This will come to a total cost of 60,000 euros. The next one is vlogger Bibi Breiman, and she will make a YouTube video about Johnny Doodle's new products when they launch one. She will get paid 3,000 euros per video, and because she only makes videos about Johnny Doodle when they launch a new product, the cost will be variable. The last one is sampling. Promoters will sample for Johnny Doodle on 3 big train stations in the Netherlands, namely Rotterdam, Utrecht, and Amsterdam Central Station. This will last 2 days and the promotions will work for 3 hours each. Every train station has 5 promoters and they will get paid 10 euros an hour, which will come to a total of 900 euros. So the total marketing cost will be 108,704 euros. In order to cover these costs, the break-even turnover is 50,769 euros and 26 cents. This means that at least 23,737 products need to be sold to play break even. Right now, Johnny Doodle already does promote its brand through social media. This will go on throughout the year, so we didn't include social media in the time planning. For this planning, we are focusing on the additional marketing activities which we recommended to Johnny Doodle. As you can see in the table in the sheets, we focus on 2 months for the time planning, namely July and August. We assume it's more effective to combine the marketing activities and if it will take place around the same time. We didn't include vlogger Bibi Breiman in the time planning because she only is deployed when there's a new product launch and we do not have a look at that yet. We'd like to thank you for your attention and we hope you learned more about Johnny Doodle.